Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Another bad week in terms of weather, but another good bit of work put in the fields. We dug our beetroot and we also harvested more Brussels sprouts. So yeah, in this video you're going to see a lot of Brussels sprouts and beetroot. And here is the chaser bin on its way. Until next year, good luck. So as you can see, the combines are in, washed down, lovely and clean. Dara, I'm going to give you a shout out that because spent a good bit of time doing that. So just before we get started in the video, I just want to bring attention to this award that we won on Friday night. It's the Family Business Awards 2023 and we came first place in the Family Food / Drink Producer of the Year. So we're very grateful for the award and it just shows all the hard work that everyone here at Finnegan's Farm is doing. So I'm in the fields and as you expected, they're full of water. Now this isn't actually a spud field, it was our beetroot field. So the harvester over here, Dad's over here with it and we're just finished, thank God. Now it wasn't pretty, whoa, but we got there. So we'll hop in here now with Dad. Dad was the one harvesting along with Kev and I'm going to talk about how it went from. I did get a few clips from which I'll show you, but yeah, no, it wasn't ideal. All I can say is thank God for the big machine. I'm here now with Paul and he can't get out because he didn't bring his wellies.
No, I'm not getting out, it's too wet there. Look, we finally got our beetroot out there last Saturday. It wasn't a bad day, started off, conditions were good enough and then it just kind of rained and after lunch, which made it very difficult. As you can see, the ground is just in a bit of a state there, and to be honest, only for the self-propelled here we wouldn't have had a chance in getting them out at all. The beetroot themselves, they're very mucky, but they're going to be mucky anyway. They probably will have to be washed, but we're very happy with size in that. They're definitely
it's an improvement
big improvement on last year. As you can see, we got good size into them this year and they grew very well. Was some of them maybe initially there maybe just didn't strike that well because of the dry weather, but as you can see it's just not so dry here today. Only for the harvest on the tracks we wouldn't have a hope in probably getting any of it out, but yeah, look, we have them out now, so that's another job done. We move on to next year.
Right, so the plan is now to get this harvester out of the field, back home. We've one or two jobs to do to it, and then she's ready to go again. You know, with some machine, when it has a better chance of travelling than I do, and I tell you one thing, I'm not anywhere near the weight of this harvester. It's amazing how compact the machine gets when you do go on the road. For the size and the weight of the machine. I'll show you the clip here of Eamon got stuck with a 7810. I took the 7820 to pull him out. That's that, ready for road. We also have Dara here with the teleport and the road sweeper just to take any of the excess muck that comes off the harvester on the road. But as you can see, the weekend went by and we kept the road very clean because after every load we swept it, because it'll cause a hazard there as people go around the bend, and to keep everyone happy, the neighbours and all. Look at that, squeaky clean. I'm just here now with the boys harvesting Brussels sprouts. We did start harvesting another field, but we said we'd come into this field. Hasn't really been touched yet, but we're just taking the tramline runs out because, as you can see, the tramline run is obviously going to get a lot more sunlight in on top of it. All these leaves are going to receive a lot more sunlight than the leaves in there, so the sprouts actually grow that bit quicker and bigger. So we're going to take them out now before they get too big and they're not worth anything. So if we just compare here and take off these buttons. So if we just compare the two, this is an inside plant that isn't on the tramline. So the sprouts are just that bit smaller than these ones here. Now if they go too far, then they'll be too big for the bags. So we're harvesting them now while they're worth something. So the plants on the tramline seem to grow this way. They're not really that uniform. Some are in, some are out. So that's why we have two lads ahead of the harvester. Just straighten them for the lads, because otherwise you'd be bent over and the back would be broke off you. So we're just giving them a hand, and then two more lads in front just snigging the leaves off, because the leaves can get very awkward in the harvester at stripper heads. So I have my amigos here.
Just have to take care. Be there, probably put there to stop.
After the leaves are off, when they go into the stripper head, the rollers can pull them back out. If there's too many leaves, they won't grab them back. We normally show the 4-row harvest, and that's kind of the newer machine. I don't know, it's 4 or 5 years old. But this is the old girl, the 2-row, and she's a very simple design. As you can see, here's the stalks coming out. So there's a little chopper on it, and chops it into small pieces, and then down onto the ground. And then you have your fan belt here, so any of the blow off leaves come up the belt and out the top. So that just means that just sprouts come out. And then there's another one here, dropping out a few bits. Your engine is here on the back. And then there's the bin, sprouts coming in. So lads, you have a bit of work to do. Now, the 2-row doesn't leave it as clean. You can see a few of the stalks in it. And once you get back to the yard, they'll be graded out, so they're not that big of an issue. But the old lady, she's purring away here. She's loving life. And by God, she has a lot of work to get through. So I don't know if it's that clear in the video, but you can see the bit that's taken out. The lads are going to take this line, they're going to take the next line, and then they'll move across and across. So every tram line will be done then. So when the 4-row comes in, it'll just wipe the rest of the field out. That's the plan anyway. Alright guys, so I hopped off the back of the harvester and I was walking back down the field and realised I had no mic on me. And I was wondering, I only got to the bottom of the field, I was like, where is that mic? So it fell off me as I was walking down the field. I was like, how am I going to find it? Like, look at the size of it. It's only a little black mic. So I said I'd walk, and this receiver here reconnects to it. I don't know if you can see the lights on that. Yeah, so to show you 1 and 2. So I had 2 on me, now I have 1. And went walking up the field and I was like, hello, 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 to see where my voice would pick it up. And it came to around here, so I started rummaging through and it made a load of noise. And when I flicked the leaves over, I eventually found her. So thank you. And anyone that has these mics knows they aren't cheap to buy, so I'm very glad I found that. I'll just show you a quick clip of me finding it and what I was saying to try to find it.
Hello? 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 Hello?
So I'm going to leave the lads at it down the sprout field. I'm personally not on it myself. Glad I'm not on it at the start of November, because I definitely will be on it coming up to the end of December when it gets busy time and everyone decides to buy it for the Christmas dinner. So we will be showing more of the sprouts as we progress through the field, but you can see now the start of the field, and then as we progress through it, I'll keep you in touch on how we're getting on with the sprouts. As you can see, Brucey's had a tough week on Finnegan's farm, so yeah, we'll call it a day, Brucey, will we? So for myself, Bruce, and everyone here on Finnegan's farm, we'll talk to you all next week. Good luck.